On today's episode of the Jamaican Cooking Journey, I'll be sharing with you a light tuna salad. Our post notification shout out today goes right up there. Remember to make sure you're, checking out our Patreon page. If you'd like to be a part of our Patreon family, check in the description of this and all my other videos. There will be the link. And I just want to say a special shout out to all my patrons. Thank you. On to the video. We're going to be making a tuna pasta and egg salad. So I've got here these are the bigger elbow macaronis. I have here some chopped carrot, and this is just for bringing up the color of the macaroni or the pasta. I'm going to be using one firm tomato. I'm going to be using some chopped purple onion, and this is a small amount I'm doing. So you notice the stuff that I have, they're not a lot. So if you want to double up on this recipe, you can double up. I have here 350 grams of elbow pasta, which is about 10.5 or thereabout ounces. Okay, I am going to be adding a little sweet peas. I honestly love sweet peas as opposed to green peas. I like the color, the taste of sweet peas. So right on over here right now, I have got my pasta water coming to a boil, and I am going to be salting my water. Okay, so I'm gonna put about a teaspoon and a half of salt in my pasta water. I'm not gonna be adding any oil to this one, so I'm gonna be cooking it for about 6 to 8 minutes as the directions on the package suggest. So I'm gonna make it boil for about 5 minutes or thereabout. When at that time I'll come and I will just add the carrots, let it cook with it. Right on over here, I have my eggs. They're in cold water, and I'm just gonna be setting my flame under there now. I'm gonna be setting it to medium, as I don't want them to boil too rapid and breaking up. So cold water, and I'm gonna be leaving my eggs to cook. Okay, so in the next clip when you see me, my onions and all my little condiments will be prepped. Everything will be ready, and we will be just about ready to put this tuna pasta and egg salad together. It will be a cold dish. Okay, now fam, our pasta is all cooked, and our little carrots. Now you want to have your pasta not overcooked. You see that? You want to have your pasta with a little chew. When you overcook your pasta, it tends to, I don't know for everybody, but it tends to bloat you much. But when you have that chewy on it, a little chew left, al dente, so when you're eating, you have that chew, so it gives you enough time to chew properly and to let those starches take them time and break down, if that makes sense. I'm gonna be adding about 3/4 of a can of this sweet peas. Yeah. And I'm gonna be grating 1 peg of garlic. You could add a little garlic powder. If you don't like garlic, you can just totally omit that. I really like garlic, as you know. Yeah, so I'm gonna be mixing this together. And guess what? I'm gonna be putting some cling wrap on this here, the pasta mix, and I'm gonna leave it to chill. You could do this overnight and leave it to chill. Next morning you can just come and do the necessary. This is a cold dish, and it smells so good with this sweet pea. So we're gonna put this aside and leave it to chill. Now I'm gonna be turning my attention to the tuna, and I don't break it up too much. So I like to season my tuna, separately before I add it to the pasta salad. Say tuna in olives have a little, so I'm gonna be putting in, but remember we only salted the pasta, so I'm gonna be putting in, about that, because I love salt things. We're gonna season it and taste it, and then we are gonna try it, and if we need a little extra salt, so I'm gonna season it with reasonable amount of cracked black pepper. And with that Jamaican in me, I'm going to be having a little finely chopped Scotch bonnet pepper. A little finely chopped Scotch bonnet in, that is optional. All my onions, you see it was a small onion, and my tomatoes. Give it that gentle little stir now and mix up, and then you can taste to see if you have all that you need. So you see this, how this pretty? You know, I'll get the tuna them all moved. Yeah, so we can also leave this in the refrigerator to be chilled, which is what I'll be doing. So catch you in the next clip. So guys, we have here my pasta and carrots and the sweet peas. I have here my mayo. Everything is cold. You can see that they're all chilled. These are my chopped eggs. Remember, we boiled some eggs and I did chop them. So I'm just gonna be tossing, and as I said before, you could just do everything and just put it in your refrigerator, and when you're ready, you know, you just come put it together. So we're about putting everything together now. This is my egg, and I'm gonna be just tossing in this bowl, and I'm gonna be just removing to the bowl that I'll be presenting to you in. This is the mix, the tuna mix. Everything is in there, and I'm just gonna give it a light toss before I put in my mayo. So, you know, like from the bottom and over, you start see the prettiness already. You see what the tomato do feed. Just gonna be just mixing it up a bit before I start before I put in my mayo. So gonna be putting in about a half of my mayo now, and I'm gonna be just tossing it. So you're not tossing on nothing hard. You know, if you just, you know, you don't go heavy on the tossing, you go light. So I'm just gonna try to get, you know, toss it around a bit. You know the drill. Finish toss up this with Marissa mayo, and then mayo come back. So guys, this is it. So one final dose of some cracked black pepper, and that should be good enough. My salt is on point. You know, this should take a lot of black pepper. Yeah. More mayo, if you please, but for me that's fine. So there we have it. Yeah. And this, you can just leave it ahead of time. You could put your other condiments. Some celery would be beautiful, bring up the taste, but I haven't got any celery. But what I'm going to be using to garnish off the top is some French thyme. I have just shredded some French thyme right here. So I'm going to be removing it to my serving bowl. Never try to serve in the bowl that you toss in, because you know tossing is a little messy exercise. So I'm going to remove it now to my serving bowl. So there you have it, fam. Your tuna, macaroni, and egg salad. Good for your Easter dinner table. Please do enjoy. Now, let me tell you something. You can do this, as I said so many times, ahead of time. You can prep, leave it in your refrigerator, go to church, come back. When you come back, you just take out one of your big, nice snapper, escovitch fish. Take a nice little serving of that. No rice and peas needed. Put a piece of baked chicken, whatever your protein. Put some oxtail with it. Good to go. Thanks for loving, thanks for supporting once more. From my kitchen to yours, from my Jamaican kitchen to your family table, to your Easter dinner table with your escovitch fish. It is tuna, pasta, and egg salad. Please do enjoy.